Hello and welcome to the Radio Scilly video news. Sign up to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Radio Scilly.
The Scilly Lottery, thescillylottery.com.
The Council's policy on funding student travel to the mainland and accommodation costs for over 16s that have left the Five Islands School and need to board on the mainland could be open to challenge, according to our school's head teacher, Bryce Wilby. Bryce was questioning the procedures for payment of boarding and accommodation allowances for first and second year students from the islands. The Children and Young Persons Committee meeting heard that only cash is available for kids going to state schools. Julian Pearce of the Town Hall told the meeting that the additional budget to fund non-state school attendance hasn't been found. Bryce says he's spoken to colleagues and feels that this is discrimination and could penalise students getting scholarships. Bryce suggested that a panel should be assembled to assess criteria for funding. Whether you love or loathe football, there's probably no escaping that much of England will be gripped by World Cup fever over the next weeks. But comments aired on Radio Scilly by a visitor to the islands, John Smollett, over the weekend about the flying of the red and white St George's flags at the Bishop and Wolf pub have caused some islanders to see red. In an email to Radio Scilly, John said he felt the flags weren't what Scilly's about. He'd come on holiday to avoid that sort of thing. Well, that's led to a number of Facebook messages in the Bishop and Wolf's defence. Tom Matthews says he's not a Scillonian, but his girlfriend is, and he points out people live here all year round, and the islands aren't just a tourist destination. He believes we should have the flags up. Joe Heelan says it's just one pub and it in no way cheapens the area. Guesthouse proprietor Sam Mallon, speaking inside the Bishop and Wolf, says there's nothing wrong with a bit of patriotic flag decoration.
I think they're absolutely great. Not massively into football myself, but you've got to get behind England, and everybody moans when we don't support St George's Day, so now we're here to do England. I think it's great. Good for Mark and Sarah.
Some people say that it's not what Scilly's about and they get to come to Scilly to avoid this sort of thing. What do you say to that?
Well, there's plenty of other pubs to go if people don't want to see the flags. People still live here and people coming on holiday want to join in with the football, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Another guesthouse proprietor, Sheila Thomas, says it's good to show a passion for the game and the country.
I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think what people have to realise is that we all live in Scilly, not just visit, and we have patriotic feelings as well. We support England, we want England to win.
So what do visitors think? Well, one sitting at the back of the Bishop and Wolf, Jean from Shrewsbury, thinks the flags are fitting.
They're wonderful. Very good, very friendly, very, very nice.
So you don't think it's over the top? And
Absolutely not.
now some people have, or one person has said to us publicly that they think it's not what Scilly's about, they shouldn't have these flags here, it's a bit down market. What do you reckon?
Not down market at all, you're just celebrating England, aren't you?
But a partner isn't so sure.
Not really, no. It came away to get away from them.
Get away from the flags or get away from the football?
Yes, definitely.
Both.
Both.
The Bishop and Wolf has gone to town with their England supporting, and they've painted a massive England St George's flag on the side of the building adjacent to the patio. Mark Twynham is a landlord. He says there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I'm passionate about my football. I love my football, and when England win the World Cup, everybody will be saying what a fantastic time it's going to be and party time.
So England are going to win then?
Yeah, got to believe. It's all about believing, and I believe England will win the World Cup this year. And when they do, we can party here with all the flags, everything ready to go.
And Mark says it's wrong to associate the St George's flag with trouble or ruffians.
I don't know where he's coming from. What's he saying? That flags mean hooliganism, blagalauts? What's he mean? It's a pub decorated for the World Cup. It doesn't symbol anything, it just means we're supporting England, and I'm passionate about my country. I don't know where he's coming from or why flags shouldn't be up in pubs celebrating the football, England World Football team. I don't know where he's coming from.
You know that the Scilly shrew is a mammal unique to our islands. In fact, the variety is only found here and in the Channel Islands of Jersey and Guernsey. So that's why when the rare creature tried to stow away to the mainland over the weekend, the Isles of Scilly Wildlife Trust's Scillonian onboard wildlife recorder arranged for the shrew's return ticket. Paul Semmons saw the creature on the boat, making its way to Penzance, and arranged for it to be transported back to St Mary's on Skybus. The Isles of Scilly Wildlife Trust team of Angie Gall and Jacqueline Pearson caught up with the youngster, Jasmine, who was given the responsibility of carrying the shrew back on the plane in a box.
Yeah, Yes, I'm fine.
Brilliant. Now, I'm stood here with you. I can see you've got a little box, plenty of air holes inside. What have you got in there, Jasmine?
A silly shrew.
A silly shrew. Now, tell me, how did it come about that this morning you got on the plane at Land's End? And what happened? Tell me how it came about.
Well, it got onto the Sloanian, onto the deck, and somebody found it, so it came by skyburst. And when I just found out, I was like shocked.
Once returned home, the shrew was released safely in the wild.
I think he says thank you very much for bringing him back to his home. And there he goes.
121 people turned out on Sunday to run, jog or walk around a 5-kilometre circuit around St Mary's to raise money for Cancer Research UK. The numbers are slightly down on last year, but the 2009 event was also held on a bank holiday and a number of visitors took part, so this time just a handful of tourists got involved. Organiser Beryl Reid says she's delighted that so many islanders got involved. Just on the sign-up on the day, they brought in £1,176. And there were some achievements for islanders, including 4-year-old Bradley Williams, who achieved the 5k walk in 1 hour and 6 minutes and brought in a considerable amount of cash. Beryl Reid says she's delighted that so many people have taken up the charity challenge, and Beryl says she's thankful to everybody who helps turn up and make the walk a success.
Yeah, very happy to be the sponsor. It's very good. What was final total was about 121. And so we did about the same as last year, so that's good.
First to finish in 21 minutes and 2 seconds was Islander Phil Greenlaw. Helen Pearce was the first woman to cross the line in the run. She says the heat made things particularly tough.
It was absolutely roasting, round Old Town particularly, but when you got up towards Golf Club Way, quite a good bit of breeze, which made a hell of a difference, yeah, cooling down, but you were starting to cook. But no, I think considering the heat, everybody's put a fantastic effort, and I think special mention for Sam James over there, first child over the line. He did absolutely brilliantly because a lot of the kids set off at a rate of knots, and by Old Town they've run out of steam, so he did absolutely brilliantly. I think he's going to be one to watch in the future.
The first youngster to finish was Sam James. He says parts of the race were tough.
Yeah, it's really good.
Do you know your time?
No.
Well, I've got it written down over there. You were very fast and you were the first boy home.
Yeah.
Had you been practising? Have you been going for runs before?
Well, I've done one before, but I've not been practising.
Helen Pearce says you're one to watch in the future. You're going to be a super marathon star.
Maybe.
Do you enjoy running?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was the toughest bit for you then?
Probably going up the hill by Telegraph. It was quite hard down there.
And what was your favourite bit of the run?
Probably going down Juliet's Hill by there. That was the funnest part.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks.
One islander succumbed to the temperatures and was treated by one of our island's off-duty ambulance crew before the ambulance turned up. 3 girls completed the circuits tied to each other in a 3-legged race. And 4 St Mary's men, Eldred Banfield, Russell Hitchens, Joe Hayes and Andy Hicks, decided to run dressed as the TV characters, the Teletubbies. After 10 minutes of running, they decided to take a break and have a pint at the Old Town Inn.
Breather then.
Yeah, just stopping for a quick pint.
Looking a bit sort of calm and chilled, really, considering you just run over Old Town Hill.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, the thought of a pint got us here.
You're still going to win?
No, I don't think so now. Doing well to catch up.
Likely.
How warm are you in that outfit?
Boiling.
I'm not too bad. Got a sweater on underneath just in case.
Not the best attire.
In retrospect, was it a good idea?
Oh, it's all for a good cause, isn't it?
No, in the outfit.
No.
54, 55, 77.